If you're watching this video, you may have recently hired a lawyer, or you may be considering hiring a lawyer. In this 5-part video series, we'll take a look at everything that you need to know to save money and get the most out of hiring a lawyer. At the end, I'll tell you how you can download my template for getting all of your information together in one place so that you can give your lawyer everything that they need to do a great job for you. Keep watching. Before I begin, please keep in mind that I'm not giving any legal advice in this video and that watching it does not create a lawyer-client relationship. If you think that you'd like to ask a question that's specific to you and your situation, please comment below and I'll do my best to respond promptly. Rule number 5, be respectful. To get the best results from your lawyer, respect their time, space, and expertise. Unless you have reason to believe that they aren't doing a good job and that they aren't working diligently on your file, it can be counterproductive to continually request updates, be a backseat driver, and repeatedly ask, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" The more time that your lawyer needs to spend responding to your requests for an update, the less time they have to work on your file. Even worse, you may get labeled as a difficult client, and people at the firm may be less motivated to work on your file, particularly if they can work on files for clients who are easier to work with. In general, lawyers are adept at keeping schedules, navigating timelines, and managing work on many different files at the same time. We use calendars and reminder systems to ensure that we aren't missing deadlines and other important dates. To be as effective as possible, we typically let clients know when we have updates, because we know that our clients want to be kept in the loop, and because it also provides us with an opportunity to show our value. It's a relatively efficient, don't call us, we'll call you kind of approach that typically works well. And of course, this doesn't apply if something new comes up and you need to share it with your lawyer. Also, as I mentioned, if you have reason to believe that your lawyer isn't on top of things and isn't doing a good job, this may not apply. If this is the case and you really distrust your lawyer and think that you need to ride them to ensure that they do their job properly, you should probably find a new lawyer. If you want a second opinion about your lawyer, you may wish to contact a lawyer like me for another look. In general, once you hire a lawyer to work on your behalf, you should step back and let them do their thing. If you need to call or send an email, try to do so within business hours. If you have your lawyer's cell phone number, don't abuse it by calling or texting too much. Unless it's an emergency, you should communicate with your lawyer only by email, phone, or letter. You should also avoid communicating with your lawyer using more personal forms of communication, like social media. If you're communicating instructions to your lawyer, it should be through phone, letter, or email. Unless your lawyer has asked, don't send mass amounts of information, documents, or both. Also, don't drop in or show up at your lawyer's office without an appointment. If you show up unexpectedly and unannounced, this may cause conflicts with other clients and meetings. Also, don't risk offending your lawyer by asking them untoward questions about their qualifications and professional competency. For example, where they got their law degree, how long they've been practicing, and how many times they've worked on a file like yours. If you want to know the answers to these questions without asking the lawyer directly, you can often find this information online or by asking the lawyer's assistant. Also, don't talk over your lawyer during meetings and prevent them from speaking. If you're hiring a lawyer, you probably value what they know and what they have to say. If you spend too much time talking, you'll simply be conveying information that you already know and not learning anything new yourself or getting any value. At the beginning of any discussion with a lawyer, let them start the talking. Lawyers are trained to seek information in a specific way. To have the most effective meeting possible, you don't want to disrupt them and their system. If you find that after speaking with a lawyer there's information that you have that they didn't ask for, then give them that information. Unless, of course, it would have made sense to interrupt them earlier and provide it at that time. I've had many clients who talk far too much and provide irrelevant, unhelpful information. Don't do that. Finally, if you're contacting a lawyer for someone else, note that the lawyer will eventually want to speak with that person. If you were calling a lawyer to get help for your son who was terminated from a job, there's nothing wrong with that. But the lawyer would eventually need to speak directly with your son because he's the one that was terminated from the job and he's the one who will ultimately be the client. On a related note, sometimes people hire a lawyer, but then they have someone else do all of the talking for them. If you were a business owner and you hired a lawyer to help you with your parents' estate, but you eventually requested that your lawyer communicate with you through your assistant, you'll eventually need to speak with the lawyer yourself because they'll need to be able to be satisfied that the communications and instructions are actually coming from you, the client, not an intermediary. At the heart of all of these finer points is the same rule. Keeping your lawyer happy and maintaining a respectful working relationship is a great way to get the best results out of hiring a lawyer. So there you have it. If you learned something new from this video, then make sure to subscribe to my channel right now. Just click the subscribe button below this video. And now I'd like to turn it over to you. How important do you think the tip in this video is to getting the most out of hiring a lawyer? Let me know by leaving a comment below right now. To download my template for getting all of your information together in one place, please visit my website, www.seandoman.com. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sean Doman.